Hello, everyone. It's Friday, July 10th, 2026, about 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm making an update video here because I've been pretty absent on YouTube for the last couple of months. And I'm explaining now why that occurred. Somewhere around 2 months ago, I went to a skin specialist to have a couple of minor treatments. I had a couple of moles on my back, and I decided that it would be a good idea to have them removed. You know, they do it with a laser, they burn them out. And I thought that would be a good idea because a very good friend of mine in California years ago had a similar situation. He had a mole on his back, and he was in the middle of his back, not a place that you normally ever look at very often. And by the time he discovered that it was problematic, because he didn't go in and have it taken care of beforehand, it killed him because it turned cancerous. And of course the cancer was right by his spine, went inside and infiltrated his entire body, and he was dead within a couple of months. So I didn't want to have that unfortunate experience, and I went to have that taken care of, as well as one other procedure. And unfortunately, at the time that I was doing all of this, and when I went back, I had the first two procedures done in one day, no problems, but I went back for the next procedure. And unfortunately, I wound up getting an infection from that procedure. And that really kicked my butt, the infection that is. And during that period of time, evidently my immune system was pretty low. And I contracted, which self-diagnosis based on the symptoms was a case of COVID. And for about the next almost 6 weeks, I was not in good shape. Night sweats, day sweats, feverish, tired, worn out, fatigued, lost my sense of smell and taste, all the normal COVID symptoms. At the same time, my body was fighting off an infection from that third procedure. Well, finally, after about 6 weeks of that, and I was on an antibiotic regime to take care of the infection, and just about everything had cleared up, and I was well on the mend. And then I contracted, which I guess was just a common cold virus. And that wiped me out for another week. So, it wasn't COVID, but it was, my body had all the reactions of a typical cold virus: sniffles, sneezing, runny nose, not just sniffles, fatigue, tiredness. So I was down for like another week. Anyway, now I've been a week plus back in full operational form, I think. And I thought it would be a good idea to do this little quickie update video to let everybody know that I haven't fallen off the edge of the world. I'm not dead. And I really do have plans to make at least one video. I'd like to go to Walking Street in Pattaya. I might do that this Saturday night. As some of you may or may not be aware, Pattaya and Jomtien have been pretty soft as far as tourism goes. Many of the bars are not getting very many or any visitors at all. I mean, couple of my local haunts that I go to here. I've sat in them for hours and had, one or two customers show up, sometimes none at all. So the business climate for, unfortunately, the entertainment industry, the bars and such, in this area is really putting a hurt on people. And of course, that bleeds over into everything, all the restaurants and the food places and things like that. So I'm sure not only for me, but for the people here who are trying to survive and make some money to live on, it's not been an easy go. I don't know that based on the economic climate in the world and cost of travel, that any of those conditions are going to improve anytime soon. I mean, it's only the beginning of July. High season officially doesn't start again until November, so that's, August, September, October, November, 4 more months of pretty slow business. It is also supposed to be the height of rainy season now, although I have to say it, where I live in Jomtien, haven't really had much in the way of rain. I mean, occasionally you get absolute crashing lightning and thunderstorms and pouring down driving rain, but it's not the kind of thing that lasts for more than a couple of hours and it passes over. In other parts of Thailand, I think down south especially, Phuket got some really bad rain down there. I'm not too sure about any place up north that I have heard about, but some of the floods down south were pretty severe. Anyway, all things considered, I'm doing great now. Things are looking up for me health-wise. Hopefully I don't have any more problems in that arena. Unfortunately, during that period of time when I was just basically house-ridden, bedridden almost, I was supposed to do my first 90-day report to immigration. And of course, I wasn't in condition to go anywhere. Anyway, I did go to immigration, and the folks there were very kind and allowed me to pay a nominal fee as a fine, even though I was a month late on my first 90-day report, which you have to do in person. And so that all went without a problem. So that's still up and active, and every 90 days I got to report again. I'm good for till June of next year. And then presumably I'll be able to renew the entire visa again. I'm on a non-immigrant O visa. Anyway, for right now, that's it, folks. I hope if you're here in Thailand, you're continuing to enjoy your stay. If you're thinking about coming, this is not a bad time to come. I mean, there's certainly plenty of room. There are a lot of condos that are on month-to-month leases at pretty low rates. However, I don't know if that's a good idea or not, because if they're on a month-to-month rate, that means as soon as high season kicks in again, if a lot of people start showing up, they can just as easily jack the rents up again. I know my condo, I'm here until October on my current lease, and I will certainly, as far as my plans go now, I'm going to renew that because I really like my location. It's great for me. It's very centrally located in Jomtien. And it's a pretty nice little unit. It's got what I need, and I couldn't ask for more. Anyway, that's it for now. Take care. Have fun. Enjoy. Bye.